Good evening, good morning, good day, good night. Welcome to Positive Raid. How you doing? It's Thursday, and we've got most of the team here tonight. We've got Nick on. Nick, how you doing? You had a bit of an emergency with the old PC there, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, but I'm here and I'm alive and we good to go, I think.
Brilliant to have you along. Hopefully, we get some flying out of the trusty PC. So I'm understanding right. It was a bit of a cooler issue.
Yes, it was a flight earlier in the week, and I was like, my frames aren't. I normally get about 60 frames, to be honest, and when I'm getting anything between 5 and 12, I'm like, there was a problem, and I couldn't work out what the problem was, but I've got some technical people, e.g. Dark Fury, to help, and we have sorted it. So, with minutes to spare, I've arrived at the airport.
Brilliant. Glad to have that. So at least I had a happy ending. That's the main thing. And of
Yes.
course, moving on, we have Kevin. Kevin, how you doing today, sir?
Hello, I'm not too bad. Hay fever is being a pain, but I will try and struggle through this.
That's right. As we said before the stream, we'll take your snorting, we'll take your sniffling, as long as you're here on Positive Rate with us tonight. Quite right. And of course, our very own Shark Kitty. Shark Kitty, how are you tonight?
Hello, doing great as usual. How about you?
Not too bad, not too bad. So Dark Fury can't join us on Vox tonight, but he is monitoring in the background. He's trying to multitask today, probably doing some dad stuff, I think. But definitely he'll be chipping in the chat at some point. So Dark Fury, do send us, drop us a line if you're there. Apart from that, on with the show. So big hello to Beluga, who's joined us in the chat. Maybe more people will come along, we shall see. But if you're joining us and you haven't joined in the chat, drop us a line, let us know that you're around, and we are flying live on the North Europe server. And today we're in, I'm in the Just Flight Aero. Now, there's a bit of a mixture of aircraft. I think, Kevin, did you end up going for the Aero in the end?
I did, yeah.
And I believe that's Nick there, is that right? Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Pick up the speed of it. And of course, I am in the Aero as well. Now, Shark Kitty, always the odd one out. Always the odd one out.
Why?
That's usually my place.
Shark Kitty.
Good tell Just Flight to do tail draggers for me.
That's it. And it should be modeled in the aircraft. Yep, it is. Okay, so it does look like an RV-14. Why don't you talk us through this airplane? Why do you like it so much?
Well, it's this airplane has been developed by Steamworks Studio. It's a light sport aircraft manufactured from Vance, and it is licensed by Vance actually, and they got a license I think for 4 aircrafts, I believe. So they're planning on the RV-10, the RV-7, and the RV-9, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, okay.
On top of this one. So the RV-14 comes with both a taildragger and a tricycle gear version. You got both, so you can you can just fly whatever you want. I did find that the tri-gear felt really good actually, because that was kind of something I found out on the feature list. They made some precastering, but on the tri-gear.
All right, okay.
That's kind of the feature I'm always looking out for when it comes to taildraggers, and they delivered it, but on the other landing gear.
Very good.
And so this aircraft is pretty fast, and it has aerobatic capabilities, and you can fly it for long range.
Yeah, I took it out for a spin just before the stream today, and it's definitely got that aerobatic feel to it. Very cool, and I believe that's available.
Very light
on
in the controls.
Absolutely. If you're looking for the RV-14, you can get it. It is on Orbix Direct, who is not a sponsor of ours yet, but maybe sometime in the future we'll see. But certainly, big shout out to them. Some great aircraft on there, and the RV-14, Vans RV-14 is one of them. So there you go. Anyway, we shall jump in the cockpit. We got a nice little flight plan today, and we're touring around Iceland now. Funny thing, and I can't remember. Is this your flight plan, Kevin? Or is that right?
It was indeed, yeah. I put this together about a week ago now, I think.
The interesting thing about Iceland, and I think it's one of these things that a lot of Americans say about Canadians. They always, you go down to Florida in June and they go, "Whoa, you got snow up there?" And I'm like, no, we don't. No, it's the summer, And Iceland is quite like that as well. It's very transformational, and you can see the sim is doing a brilliant job in showing us what Iceland looks like this time of year. It's very green. It's very green.
Stunning.
But snow up in the mountains for sure. So hopefully we'll see some snow-capped mountains today. And I can see Vroden there. I'm not sure what he's hovering in. It must be a helicopter that I don't have. I think that's what that'll be. But in this case, it's just a measurement. Is it H? Right, there you go. Yeah, I definitely don't have that. So it'll just be a hovering prop there. That's fine. It's all good. Yeah, perfect. Perfect flight plan for a helicopter or anything you want to bring along, anything that goes around 120, 130 knots. What would we settle on today, guys?
125 to 130 is pretty much best anyways.
Yeah, okay. And if I go down to my handy little GPS there, so if we zoom out a bit, we're just doing a nice little kind of skirt around the coast. It's actually beautiful, beautiful flight plan. Lots of water, lots of scenery, lots of mountains. Just kind of cruising along. 4 stops to make today. And eventually we'll end up, what's our final destination, Kevin? Do you know the airport is off
I'm not going to try and pronounce, well, I'm going to try and pronounce it, Iceland or something like that. It's the one that MSFS added as a feature landing challenge thing.
Maybe if anybody's watching it from Iceland, you can help us out in the chat how to pronounce it. But yes, yes, lovely little flight plan. And if I zoom right out there, just gives you an idea of where we are in relation to Iceland. And Iceland is a very small country, but once you actually get to flying over it, it's a lot bigger than what you think, isn't it?
I was surprised with how big it was anyways. I thought we could go for Reykjavik to Iceland, but that was going to take about
just kind of just encircle the island, you know. It's like, no, you can't do that, not in a plane this speed. So
yeah, it's deceptive.
Anyway, so we'll get going. We're going to take off from runway. I think we said 26, didn't we, Shark Kitty? That's where we're going from today. So.
Yep. Before we take off, can you please hit the title on Twitch?
Can I say?
It still says Milvis 310.
Oh, Milvis, does it?
That's definitely not a 310 that you're in, really.
It shouldn't, and I don't know why. What does it say on YouTube? Just says the normal thing, does it?
Looks good on YouTube. On Twitter it says
we're just gonna have to take.
Okay,
we're just gonna have to take that mistake because I think I'd actually have to stop and start the stream again. I'm not gonna get into that. We are going to fly, so I'm gonna start this engine. But thank you for letting me know. It's one thing to watch in the future. And if you're watching on Twitch, welcome. This is our first venture on the Twitch as Positive Rate. Anyway, I have done some test streams. With Random Jazz, which is really just my code name for a test stream. But yeah, if you're joining along, you can find us on the North Europe server right here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The flight plan is at the bottom of the screen, and let us know where you are. I'll just bring those. An amazing Lee Bear has showed up. He says, "Meow, woof woof. How are you doing, sir? Great to have you on." Bring in some of the sim noises here. And I kind of felt, Nick, today, a bit of a bluesy kind of set we've got today. I got the whole show is stacked with blues and kind of rockabilly type of tunes. So hopefully that goes along with your sense of musical taste. But I have to get a rating from you.
We will see.
We will see. Okay, fair enough. And I see Amazing Lee Bear seems to be transforming into all sorts of different animals in there. So anyway, welcome along, sir. Glad to see you here today. And it's been a long time, actually. Long time since we've seen you on the stream, so welcome. And Vroden says, I'm in the H145 right. Okay, so that was mentioned earlier. And Vroden, great to have you along today, and I hope you enjoy yourself. And Beluga is joining in now in the animal noises. Okay, well, I guess it's that kind of country. There's maybe a lot of livestock around here. I don't know.
Exactly. It seems like there's kind of some animal farm sort of things going on around here anyways.
It really does seem to be, yeah. It really does seem to be, so. Right, are we all set up? I think we'll take position on the runway here and get going. And get this flight going right here in Positive Rate. We're in Iceland today. Big thank you to Kevin for setting up the flight plan.
No worries, thank you for taking it.
Not at all. Probably got a parking brake on, yes I do. So I'm just gonna...
That would help me off.
Yeah. Now, I can't remember how long this runway is. Am I going to have enough room, or do I need to go right to the end It is. It's long enough. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just adjust my seating position. I feel like pedals are a bit far away. And make sure the good old flaps are set there. I think we're good to go. Okay, let's fly.
Got a fire me on the chest.
And CDX fans joining in the fun. Hello, CDX fan. How you doing? Welcome to Positive Rate. Yes, we're all just a bunch of animals on this stream. I'm sure my wife would agree with that.
Yeah.
She says I eat like an animal, so not so much that I, eat a lot of food, just that the kind of mess that I leave when I'm done with it. Positive Rate, gear up. Just take a look at that beautiful water just as we're lifting off your absolutely stunning place, Iceland. Bring up the flaps. Okay. What do you reckon? What kind of altitude are we looking here? About 1,500, 2,000, Kev?
Thereabouts, yeah. I did 2,000.
2,000?
So that's about there, and I found that high for most of it until the end, so.
Okie dokie. That's what we'll do then.
Yeah.
So I'm just as I'm coming up to that altitude, I'm flying a bit manual here, but I can see my GPS in the corner, so we're just going to do a slight correction, and we'll come about to stay on course here, which is pretty much just tracking across the island, isn't it? We're out along the coast.
Yeah.
It is. There's Nick
Yeah,
sweeping in underneath me.
Second?
Yeah. I could just see Nick coming in underneath me there.
Yeah, I'm catching up too.
I can't believe I climb faster. What the heck?
Well, that's because you're in that sports car of an airplane. That's the reason.
Well, funnily enough, you should have more power than me. So the engine of the RV14 is just a variant of the same engine the Arrow uses, but that's the atmospheric one. I don't have a turbocharger.
Oh, okay. Got you. So we're just going to drop that prop a bit. Take ourselves in the cruise so we can turn the fuel pump off. Oh, and we got the... losing my microphone slowly here. Alright, fix that. All sorts of technical difficulties inside and out the sim. Turn off emergency release gear there. Gets rid of the flashy thing. And I'm going off course again. Right, so let's get ourselves on course.
Hang on, how do you turn off that flashy thing?
Which flashy thing?
There's this lever in the middle of the seat, between the two seats.
Oh yeah. Yeah, push that down.
Yeah, put it in the middle position. But for takeoff, it should be, I think it's the upper position.
Oh.
Just in case.
Amazing. Lee Bear says, "Where's your Twitch? Meow, 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 meow." Okay, right. We're definitely we're conversing in cat language today. I don't know why.
I think I'm going too
I'm going way off course.
Alright, let me just...
Well, I'm coming back on the course.
Flashing light was a feature.
It's fine, I'm gonna circle out.
Flashing light it is a feature. It's just not meant to be flashing all the time.
I thought it was just there to keep you awake.
It's an airplane, not a train. Yeah, no, let's see. Rewind that. No, so when I first started flying the Arrow, I'm just going to take that music down a notch because I think it's getting a bit loud. When I started flying the Arrow, it was actually Shark Kitty that pointed this out to me. And I actually think it was our first stream, Shark Kitty, is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it the egg hunt?
Dang.
Yeah, I think I put in that on the egg hunt.
And that's amazing. Lee Bear has followed us on Twitch. Thank you so much, sir. I think he might be our first follower on Twitch. It's not actually part of the Positive Rate team.
Without, aside for the bot team.
Exactly.
Because of course you subscribed.
That's it. Exactly. Yeah, so it was that stream, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and then we had a big kind of long conversation about how the lever worked. But I since after that stream, had spoken to Tim, corporate pilot dad. Good shout out to him. Do check his videos out on YouTube. Professional pilot, does all sorts of great stuff in his flight sim. And he said to me that that's obviously the emergency gear release, and he was kind of talking through some of the training that they used to do with the real life aero, because he was previously a commercial flight instructor. So it was a very interesting little feature. But yes, it's not meant to be flashing all the time. And of course, the other little light that might come on if you've got the Aero, courtesy of our great friends at Just Flight, by the way, so do check them out, justflight.com. It's the fuel pump. So if I turn that fuel pump on, you'll see the little yellow light there. Again, that's great for takeoff and landing, but it should not be on all the time, because it's something you might need in an emergency. So there we go. Anyway, so I've taken the prop down. I'm cruising now at about a little bit slow, so I'm going to take that up to 25 inches, manifold pressure there, and that will settle us in at a level altitude of around 120 knots. And having said that, we'll take a quick look around us and see who else is following along. And I can see Shark Kitty already in that RV-14 right behind you. Some great formation flying today, and of course it was really good on the airliner stream. You're following all along. Well, that whole time in the it was the F-35.
F-35.
Yeah. It was quite amazing. Sorry, we've got lots of things happening in the chat here, so I'm going to try and catch up.
See any fan English, please, in the chat.
All right, Polypro and Grace. Yes, I do speak English, and if you could choose Cynic fan, that would be great. So we just saw there's Nick,
Big French,
and Kevin right up at the back. So I think Kevin, you'll need to light the rocket boosters on that. Catch up to us.
Possibly, I'm having some issues with the autopilot there. So
are you?
Give me
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. Cheers.
See how you get on. And of course, while we're doing that, we'll just take a quick look at the scenery here. It is such a great place. Iceland, just a lot of terrain, just a very interesting type of country, and of course, in the summertime, completely different. There's no ice at all, or at least not a lot. So yeah, there you go. It's some of the beautiful terrain down here, and it's just some interesting features. Yet another place in the world that looks completely different from anywhere else. I've also heard it's very expensive to drink alcohol.
Nothing in other countries like this.
That's right. Has anyone been to Iceland? Kevin, have you been in Iceland?
I haven't.
Because it's actually really close for us to get to, and I don't think it's that expensive to fly.
Right,
possibly when you get in accommodation. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, to visit it probably is fairly expensive, but yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There we go. I can see the team starting to close in now. Ruden's way off in the distance in the helicopter. I'm sure he'll pop in at some point. You can see the airplane's making a turn there, so we'll just have a look and see why, and that is the reason why. It's because we are reaching our next turn on the flight plan. If we'll pull that out a bit, is that our first airport coming up there, Kev, right around the tip of this area?
It should be. Let me check my flight plan there.
It's Bravo India Romeo Foxtrot, I can see, so
yeah.
I think we should probably start looking out for that.
That would be a good idea.
And it'll be around the tip of that island, so I reckon it's probably just around there somewhere. So I think what we'll do is we'll do an overpass, kind of get our bearings, and then give it a good old landing. Now, what kind of runway choices do we have?
Weather.
I think it's 29 or 23, if I recall correctly. With one that is a grass strip, I think it's 29.
Oh, there's a grass strip and an asphalt strip.
And an asphalt one.
Ah, I see, okay.
Yeah.
Right, so what I'll do, I think I'll do a flyover. We'll kind of pick one that looks tasty, do a nice left-hand circuit.
Yeah, I think there's a windsock there, so we'll know where to go.
Exactly. Now, you may notice two different things on the stream today. It is extremely warm in the valley where I live in Scotland right now. As I sit here in my t-shirt, I am absolutely roasting. I can't find my Willy Canuck hat, so I've elected with an Assassin's Creed hat, which...
Has it gone Has it gone above 15 degrees? You must be dying up there.
It's the ambient temperature outside is currently 23.
Jesus.
And indoors with the PC running and everything else, I'm probably sitting around 27, I would say, in the room. So I didn't want to put the green screen up because I would have created a nice little hot box for myself, and I'm not that kind of sadist type of person where I really feel the need to, you know. So anyway, I can see, okay, we're closing in on this runway. I can see, looks like 2 asphalt strips actually, but I presume one of them is green. And of course, Roden's already he's already down quite easily in that helicopter.
I don't know. It showed up as green on my GTN, but I did not cross check.
I think.
Yeah, they both look like asphalt.
They do, or possibly one is gravel, but I think the one I like is probably the one coming in from the sea, so I'm going to go for that.
Yeah.
Which one?
Looks like it's runway 11? Can't quite tell. No, 23? 23?
23?
05 and something. To the right wing. 05 and 23, yeah.
Yeah, 23, right. So that's what I'm doing. We're going to
Okay.
do doing a left-hand circuit for T3. Very narrow runway. It kind of reminds me of the that runway that we encountered when we were doing the West Coast trip.
Which pantry?
I think it was. No, that was that the Irish one? That was just haywire.
Yeah.
That one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was when we were going from Seattle to Vancouver.
Oh yes,
There was,
I think I was waiting for that one.
It was a really long runway, but it was like super narrow. It was almost like they were expecting a bicycle with wings to land on the thing. So we get getting the flaps out and starting to bring the speed down, hovering around 90. I think we'll try and hold that as we're turning around. Touchdown speed for the arrows about just over the 70 mark, so that's where it's kind of happy to be. And bring all our flaps
Where
out there.
did I go?
There we go.
Very good.
And we'll bring that throttle down a bit more. And bring us closer to our approach speed.
I'm following you, Kevin. I've got no idea where I'm going.
I have the runway in sight, so yeah, follow me is probably the best idea.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about a flight plan that takes you pretty much to the airport, because if not for that, it'd be very hard to find. Actually, it's not as narrow as I thought. It looks like it's a pretty standard old runway, actually.
Yeah, big end.
So, there we go. A little bit of wind there. So we're coming in over the coast, and there's a bit of bump in the runway, actually. Oh, a little bit low. Come on, coax it down, coax it down. A bit further down the runway than I planned, but it's okay, we're safe. And Beluga says, I don't speak gibberish. And you got the flight plan working, great. And I could see Roden was actually chipping on about 23 there. Thanks for that.
Yeah, just
So it looks like there's a nice little kind of bit at the end of it. There's a displaced runway at the far end, probably 05, and there's a bit of threshold there. So we shall park there. The old
I think I'm gonna
brakes
try the
on.
main wheel
Let's get it.
because I'm too shallow.
Oh, there is a terminal up there. I think that's what Roden's sitting at. It looks like some sort of small terminal. There we go. Who's that coming in first? I think it's Kevin.
that's me. And I'm sorry.
Roden says, turn on airport markers. You can see him 70 miles away. Is that the assistance markers? Yeah. Well, look at this. We got a sequential landing, guys. Very well done. Kevin followed up by Nick and Shark Kitty coming up in the vans behind it. And I can see Beluga coming in there. God knows what he's flying. Oh, he's flying an F-18. He should be okay with this runway. Yeah, he should be all right. He should be plenty to grab onto.
Yeah, I think most of our runners here are long enough.
What's up? Nice little aircraft carrier bump at the end, and Beluga's down. Very nicely done, sir. Brilliant.
And my flight pilot got up. Excellent.
Very good. So, Kevin, tell us about your new acquisition. You've got a new piece of kit since we last flew together.
I do indeed. I got a Bravo.
A Bravo. Well done. How do you find it?
Oh, it's excellent. Flying the Arrow with a trim wheel is like a new experience that no one will ever experience.
That is something I really miss. I had years ago. I had the CH flight yoke.
Okay.
Which had a trim wheel on it, and it was actually really useful thing. And it's funny how rare that is. The only other product I know that has it, I believe, is the Turtle Beach. The new Turtle Beach yoke has a trim wheel, I think.
Sorry to interrupt, Willie. Oh, the stream is stuttering quite badly.
Yeah, the YouTube side. I thought it was my end, but
Okay.
Yeah. It seems to stabilize now on my end anyway.
Is it okay?
Sure. I think so. I'm a few minutes behind now, though. I think I had to stutter myself.
Okay. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. No, of course you won't be. You won't see me in the chat.
No, the chat's live on my end, so I'll keep an eye out for you.
I'll ask everyone in the chat for still stuttering, because it looks like I'm okay from this side.
Yeah. Can you try and move the camera?
Yeah, just to see some movement.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I see you.
Beluga says it's fine now. Yeah, Beluga says it's fine now, so that's it. Okay. Excellent. Momentary stutters. I seem to be, I'll touch wood there. I seem to be generally quite lucky with stream buffers and things like that. So thanks for letting me know, Beluga. It's always good to know, because you don't want, we're talking away. You're not paying attention to what's happening in the stream necessarily.
Yeah, like I focus on the chat rather than the stream, but
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
excellent.
Sorry, I had the drone did right. Okay, so there we go. So I think we'll just fly out right from our current position. That's probably the easiest thing to do, and get back on course.
Brilliant.
I'm making an educated effort not to waffle today, Nick. I don't know if you've noticed this.
Waffle.
Yeah, I'm scoring it at the moment.
Of course, we don't have that meme yet. I've been asked several times. We need a waffle meme.
Yeah, but you don't waffle about it.
That's it.
We'd never use it apparently.
I'm saying nothing. So then you have to question it. Am I not doing it because I've not gotten around to it, or is it semi-deliberate? Oh, there's a nice little bump at the end just to kick us up into the air. Off we go.
I didn't even realize it taken off.
Positive rate, and the gear's going up. And as soon as we climb up about 600-700 feet, we can raise those flaps. And we'll try and keep on course while we're manual here. Flaps are coming in. Beluga doing a fantastic little barrel roll over top of me in that F-18. Absolutely well done. And we're just about hit 2,000, so I'll bring that down and bring the airplane back on course. There we go. And of course, settle that throttle down to 25 inches in manifold, bring our flaps, and that should settle us into 120 knots yet again as we take a look behind us and watch the team coming up into the sky. So with that, I don't know how quickly these other airports are going to come up, Kevin. Is it kind of is it about
They're
5-10 minutes?
sporadic. Let me just check my flight plan. Yeah, we are going straight to the next airport, and then straight to the next airport after that as well, if it looks things.
Okay, is that far away? I'm just trying to get a gauge of how much. Oh yeah.
Minus 25 according to the GPS.
Oh, of course it tells you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, of course I've turned that bit off, haven't I? It just says 25 miles. I switched everything around. I got my ground speed, my track. Actually, no, I think it's reverted back to what it used to be. I don't know. Anyway, it's all good.
We managed.
Oh, there we go. That's our total plan. No, you know how I got there. Don't even know how I got there. I'm clicking things all over the place. Oh, I think I must have hit that one. No? How did I get that clever little... Oh, there. Okay. Anyway. Something for another day.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, since we all flew together, what's happened in the great world of Flight Simulator? Has anything come out? Has anything been announced? I'll tell you the big news for me, which was a bit of a shock, was Inabuilds, in cooperation with Asobor, bringing out a Microsoft Flight Simulator version of their Airbus 310, which is just spectacular.
I heard about that. That's going to be something major.
Not only that, but it's going to be part of the 40th anniversary of Flight Simulator pack. So it's not super clear right now if that thing's going to be free, but there's going to be a bunch of add-ons that are actually third-party add-ons that are going to be included, like so the A310, the DC3, the DHC2, it's that collabs with Milvies, Aeroplane Heaven, studios like that.
Amazing.
I don't remember all of them. There's gonna be gliders, there's gonna be helicopters.
So wait a minute. So what you're saying is all these different studios are actually going to come in and provide all these different airplanes for the 40th anniversary?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're all
Good
free.
Lord.
And they also released the spaceship.
Oh, that's
for
free.
free.
What
Yeah, but they're
spaceship?
going to be free with the sounds things.
Like it's funny to see, but I just hope they won't do it too much, or else the skies are gonna get a little weird.
Beluga saying they added breathing and heartbeat noises in the F-18 while doing stunts and pulling G's. It's excellent. you can hear your poor pilot's heartbeat going. Beluga says, yeah, isn't the A310 free? So I think we just confirmed that, isn't it? There's all these companies are coming, but to hear Milviz is getting involved, that's great. Do we know what Milviz is bringing to the table
Beaver.
for
The Beaver.
the Beaver? Ah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And I think
Fantastic.
Kevin was actually waiting for the DC3 to come out.
Second?
I think you were actually waiting for that DC3
I was.
for that
That's
DC3
Yeah.
to
going to
come
be a
out.
day when purchased me. 1 second, let's.
That's the one.
Very cool. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at the scenery here. Look at that. Iceland. Hello. Absolutely beautiful. And you can see a bit of the snow up in the peaks there near the back.
My only concern about all of this is things like it's fine for these developers to bring it in. I'm just hoping that we're not limited to the marketplace, because if they do need to do a fix or anything like that, it's well known that the marketplace takes ages for fixes and everything to come into.
That's true.
Well, this is
It will definitely be tied to the marketplace. My personal concern is more about Asobo driving back on features, because I feel like when you look at the local legends things, they don't allow things like EFB or custom stuff. They really, it seems like they really want it to be as native as possible, and so
I saw
that's gonna drive
screenshots
back
of
those
310.
models.
So Inabuilds released some screenshots of their 310 and it had an EFB. So I imagine
nice.
it'll be okay.
I just hope you guys are gonna allow this kind of thing, because
don't forget
I
the
know-
Aerosoft CRJ is on the marketplace as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
But it's not a partnership with Asobo, that's the difference.
No, it's not. But I think the point I'm trying to make is that okay, right. So your concern is because they're doing it in partnership, they want to make it as native as possible. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there's a wait and see aspect to that.
Yeah.
Because you know, there's no. Well, I was just going to say, Milviz and various won't want to hurt their own brand by bringing out something that they think is substandard.
Yeah.
So,
Now, I saw that Airplane Heaven can't release their paratroopers with their DC-3 because of the no weapons thing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that might limit some aircraft, like the DC-3, because everyone got really excited about those paratroopers.
Oh, is paratrooper a weapon?
Apparently so. I think it was because it's the 101st Airborne or something like that that they were modelling.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I think I'm looking at a runway there. I'm just going to take a quick peek. That looks like a runway. Does it smell like a runway? I think so.
So that's
Sure, it's not a lake.
that's why
I smell
you
something.
smash my plane.
I smell something. I'm just trying to think if I've had a shower today. Yes, I have. So no, it's probably a runway. So we'll get those flaps out, bring it down to about 80 plus knots just above. Bring the props back up as well. Now technically, I should be turning on the fuel pump as well.
Yep. In low.
Are you sure you're lined for the runway and not a lake? Because I am heading straight towards the runway now.
Yeah.
I'm just turning around for it. Oh, well, I don't know. I thought it was.
I have it in sight. I'm basically overheaded. Shark is overheaded.
I've made the mistake. I was following Willie.
I mean, I see a runway. I'm turning on it.
Follow me. I made the flight plan.
Are we not coming at the same runway for the? Oh, we flew over a runway.
We did.
Oh, but that wasn't the runway for the plan. Is that what you're saying?
I'm over the runway now. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
So
Okay, there you are. You're
That's the one
now.
I'm landing at.
No, is it? Okay.
Which way are we going?
Look for Willie. He's on track.
Yeah.
I was going the right way.
I'm on track.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick's ahead of me now. No, that's
Yeah,
right. You go ahead, Nick.
No.
There's
I
a
might
tree.
have chosen the wrong direction.
Oh snap!
Oh dear.
Oops!
I
What was
saw
that? I didn't.
saw
Sure,
that.
could it just crash?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, dear.
I didn't touch the brakes and it flipped. I didn't touch the brakes. What
you're
happened?
tailwheel.
It's a bit sloppy there.
Go down.
Bluga says, I'm so excited for the 737-800 from PFDG. Have you got it yet?
It's not out yet.
Alright, can someone tell me the IKO, please? So that I can spawn back.
Bravo, India, Romeo.
Alright, not all at once. 1% at a time, please.
Bravo India Sierra Tango is what's my next waypoint anyways, so that's most
Yes.
likely the airport.
Say again?
Which direction? Bravo India Sierra Tango.
Bravo India, you're at.
And we've got T. Harmon has just come in the chat. DJ Mongo says hello. DJ Mongo, how are you, mate? Welcome, fellow DJ from SkyBlueRadio, I think. And Jack, wow, this honestly looks like you're going to crash. How you doing, mate? Jack's a good friend of mine. Jack, nice to see you on the stream there. The 800 released in August, of course. So the PMDG, it's the 700 that's out right now. Is that correct?
Is this
Right.
the one way? Where are you? Oh, there you are.
I can see Kevin coming in now.
I'm not aligned. Going around.
Mongo says I'm doing good. Very good. Yes, I thought so. Welcome. How you doing? And Jack, great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh, it's a flyby now. Okay.
Yeah. Golf Papa Romeo Tango's going around.
As Kevin departs, he even did like a little nice roll there just to make it look convincing. Okay. All right. Right. Shall we guys take off again?
Well, I need to start up my plane.
Is that your first crash on stream?
Yep. No. there was also the time I went very low, and I tried to fly under a bridge, but the bridge had a hitbox.
And we got a nice little subscription from Mongo there. Mongo, thank you very much. Hope you're doing well. So great to have you along. Really nice to see you. As we sit here and enjoy the hilarity that is attempting to fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I think we do a relatively good job.
We do a good job and we have fun at the same time, messages.
Exactly. Look, I'm just going to stop. This view, if I were to sit on that actual runway in real life and look out on that, I would be absolutely blown away. I'm blown away as it is in the sim. Isn't that stunning?
It is.
Okay, here we go. A little bit of flap. And Beluga says it goes 700, 600, 800, 900, or 300. Yeah. Yeah, did I hear mention in this 40th anniversary something about a 737-400? Or am I imagining that?
You're probably imagining it.
Right, okay. I definitely heard something from somewhere. But I'm really interested. I didn't think I'd be excited about the 310, but I am, and I'll tell you why, is because it does have that kind of analog feel.
Yeah, analog aircraft is the best.
We're veering off course here, so we'll bring that back. Jack says, did you see the trailer they put out the other day where it looked like they're introducing the Halo people carrier into the flight sim? Well, they have introduced what's the aircraft that came out
Pelican?
3 days ago. I think that's already out, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really weird
It's
thing.
a toy.
It is a bit. Yeah, it's a weird thing to fly, but it is quite. It's kind of neat. I mean, it's a departure, obviously, from the sim, but it's fun. That's what I really like about it. Is it's just fun, and so yeah, you know what? Why not? Why not? And I think it's a really good inspiration for third party or freeware or developers to, saying, yeah, you can do this. You can make this happen in Flight Sim if you want. Now, people can't say this isn't the first time it's happened, because I definitely recall having an X-Wing fighter in Microsoft Flight Simulator 10. So it's but it's great. It's I think a nice little touch. Is it true to life? Obviously not. It doesn't exist. But hey, I took it about. I kind of took it around, buzzed a few cows in my little spaceship there, and it was interesting.
Yeah.
It works like a Heli or a VTOL. Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. It has 2 modes. It actually works. They were Microsoft wasn't the first to do this. The Nick, who was the team that did the F-35?
India Fox Techco.
All right, thank you, Short. So the mode switch for VTOL actually works in the F-35, which is currently available by India Foxtrot Echo for Flight Sim, and it's got something similar to that.
Some sort of sense at least.
Sorry, go ahead. Well,
The F-35
is
the same thing, not the Pelican.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah.
It's not make believe. Of course, I was flying manually en route in the reverse direction that I was supposed to be going. So we're going back on track now.
Yeah.
Which means I'm now in the rear as opposed to everybody else.
I think I actually gave you the wrong airport, Shakti. So let's catch up. Yeah, you're ahead of us now, so it's not.
Oh, am I? Okay, fair enough. All right. I'll bring it down to 120 knots then.
Wait, now, where are you, Willie?
And Mongo says, like the CV-22 Osprey. Yes, I guess it would be very similar to that, because that's why it took so many years to develop the Osprey, because they had to come up with a way to do the mode switch. Because there's no way that aircraft would fly in real life if you had to do it manually. You need some sort of computer control. And Vroden says it landed the Pelican in airplane mode on those little tiny shopping cart wheels. Are there wheels? It just looks like 2 kind of great legs that stick down. It actually worked. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I couldn't even taxi it.
Oh, you can only hover.
Yes.
You can only hover.
I mean, then yeah, I could hover a taxi, but I could, like.
Beluga says, "Are you going the wrong way, or am I going the wrong way?" It was probably me, Beluga. It was probably me.
I'm trying to see where everyone is. Okay, you're all behind me. Which direction are you going?
I'm definitely at the back. In fact, I'll give it a little boost of speed to catch up to you guys, but
Yeah, and also
Okay, I'm gonna follow Kevin. He knows
Yeah.
where he's going.
I have a map.
I'm heading east.
That's right.
Follow the guy with the map.
Exactly. Also down to 110.
oh,
Actually, there's an airport coming up that
So we'll bring
we're
the
going to stop
gear
at
up.
again anyway, so...
You know what, Willie? That's karma because you didn't wait for me.
No, I actually gave you the wrong airport check, so that's my fault, sorry.
Alright, getting a high rev warning at the moment, but that's okay. We're just gonna do it for a little while.
I've slowed her down anyway, so it'll be grand. And I'm going to stop at the next airport, mainly.
Sounds good. Mongo says, "Where are you guys flying?" We are in Iceland. Beautiful Iceland.
Yeah.
Very, very striking terrain. Look at that. Isn't that great?
Yeah, it's stunning. We've even better views coming up too.
Look at that. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's very, I mean, it does look a bit barren, but also green at the same time. It's
Yeah.
kind of like Scotland, but different in its own unique way. And of course, I think some quite high and pronounced mountains with the ice and the snow caps, etc. So, yeah, really, really nice. Really cool. It is nice and green. Yeah, it is absolutely Mongo. It's, I guess, the summertime version of the same thing. But if you I've flown in Iceland in the sim in the winter, and it looks absolutely completely different. Quite amazing.
Are you landing there, Kevin?
I am.
Oh, okay, that's why you're slow.
Yeah.
Well, better make sure I don't miss the runway here. So where is it?
Just look for me. I'm
Ah,
lined
I
up
On the
see.
ground.
on the ground, that helps.
Looks like so. It's on the. Looks like it's on that little peninsula there. Okay, right, got you.
Yeah.
Not far behind.
Yeah,
I
check
am.
if you're with me, so.
I'm managing about 160 knots at the moment, so you won't be waiting too long.
Right.
So we talked about the.
Alright, I'm a little hot.
Okay. We talked about the 40th anniversary. We talked about InnoBuilds. We talked about Milvis, DC3. What about not necessarily 40th anniversary, but just anything else that's been announced that we haven't discussed since we last did the stream?
One second.
I could rephrase the question. Sorry, go ahead, Chuck. Go ahead.
So I saw a Ukrainian developer released a MiG-21 on the marketplace.
Oh yeah, that looks cool.
He's
I
planning
did
on
see that, yeah.
making another version for the other websites. And it's kind of expensive, but it looks really cool. And apparently it's supposed to be pretty in depth. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm looking forward to see released elsewhere so you can not be censored.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what's great. I mean, I think we're really starting to see the river flow with all of these different add-ons for Flight Sim. I mean, we were all this time last year complaining there really wasn't a lot out, but I mean, it's just changing. Yeah, it's tons of stuff. Absolutely tons of stuff. And of course, as the stream might indicate on Twitch, I've been playing about with the Milvis 310, which is a lot of fun. Really, really, and it sounds fantastic as well.
Yeah, it seems really good.
Okay, runway's in sight.
Oh, do we have a taxiway or is it, no, it's just an apron.
Yeah.
Do we wait for you on the apron?
Yeah, it won't be long. I'm just.
He's on final now, but it looks or at least
I'm on
inbound.
base. On base.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Just having a bit of a drop here because.
Oh, I know what I forgot. Cold
bit
flaps. But it's fine, it doesn't overheat.
Yeah, it's not a DC6.
I don't even know why I got cold flaps on that, like the Aero doesn't have them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Let's not talk about overheating.
Bad memories.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
Nick, how's your old rig doing there? Is it doing okay with a temporary fix?
It is indeed. Yeah,
Very good.
I'm just wondering now how long it was actually broken for.
That's a good
Breaking.
point.
I think it was a slow process, but I've never had it so smooth.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's kind of when I bought a used car years ago and had it for about 2 years, and it was all right. Good power. But the timing belt was due, so I had the timing belt completely changed, and they do a bit of a tune-up there. And then when I got back, a completely different car. It was about 40% more power. I was like, oh my god! I'm just taking it out of the car park. I just about ramped it off the curb.
Jesus.
No, timing belts are a dangerous thing to break. Can mess up your whole engine.
But
if
yeah,
it,
it
if
didn't.
It,
Of course, I was. I had it done well in time, but I didn't realize. I guess how bad the other one was. So, anyway.
Yeah, like I suppose like if one thing breaks, it can break everything. In a way.
Yeah.
It can, yeah. Ooh, I had a bit of a greaser there. Considering the runway is up and down. Looks more like an asphalt golf course than a runway, really.
Oh yeah. I was getting the stream now. The stream's a few seconds behind. That's really good. I said the nose of the landing there. My first 2 landings were 62 and 64 foot per minute.
Very nice.
Thank you.
You all seem to be floating.
I have a scenery, so that might be why. Yeah. I found it this morning and I was like, yeah, need that.
Very good.
Yeah.
And Mongo says sometime I'd love to fly with you guys. Absolutely, Mongo. We'd love to have you along.
Yeah, you're more than welcome.
Anytime you can make it. Yeah.
I see an A320 inbound.
Oh. Let's have a look.
that's
Is
gonna
this,
be interesting.
Yes.
Is this
But it's a long
Beluga
enough runway.
switching it up for fun?
Most likely. Well, actually, yeah, his Beluga. There's his name.
Let's have a look. We can get to the end of the runway as quickly as possible so we can see him coming in. There we go.
Yeah. Looking good.
Looking very good. The beautiful backdrop of all sorts of little islands and mountains in the distance.
Nice
Very
done.
nice. Very, very nice indeed.
A reverse. Maximum auto brake. Actually, probably maximum manual brake now.
Oh, you can actually
Yeah,
see the
you're
reversers. That's cool. I didn't know
Cool.
that. Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah,
Excellent.
nice done.
Just don't come into the taxiway and run us over. That's all I can ask.
Yeah, you probably won't fit on the apron.
Right, shall we take a quick look? How many airports do we have left to go here? I think that was our third one, was it not? Is this the
third
last
one,
leg?
No, we have a few more legs to go. We have one more stop. Well, 2 more stops if we count the final one. But
Okay, I feel like the flight plan on the screen's missing an airport, but I could be wrong.
it's hidden beneath the front of waypoints because it gets kind of complicated down there in the valleys.
Yeah. So the next one, from what I can tell, is I can't read it on the screen here.
So check the
Bravo
the flight
India
plan.
Hotel Kilo. Oh no, I forgot that on there. Okay, all right, that's fine. Right, shall we go back out the way we came in,
Yeah.
or rather reverse direction?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I shall follow you guys out. Rather than me ticking off first, I'll let you guys lead the way.
Thank
The
you.
ground's all over the place here.
It's nice and smooth in the scenery they got. Go and check it.
Yeah. Fuel, says Jack. That's a very good point.
Yeah, I filled up in the second airport, so
Yeah, I did. I did a check on the last one as well. Now I should be okay. I got
yeah.
54 kilos. So
Very good. one thing you want to check those trim, because I find if I trim, it gets lost very quickly.
Yeah. Right, who's in front of me? Is that you, Kev?
That's me, yeah. I'll be out your way in a second.
Get out my taxiway!
Beep beep.
Like, Dodgems, Iceland aviation version. And we got a massive 320 sitting in the background like a giant vulture. Just waiting to gobble us all up in those engines.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably would do.
Off we go, Shark Kitty.
Okay. Mixture prop throttle. Let's go.
40 inches and rolling.
.40? Yeah, Yuki's got turbochargers.
Yeah. 6 knots.
I think I had
70.
a little much back pressure, but that's okay.
And rotate.
Positive rate, you're up.
Trim. Positive rate, gear up.
Can someone check one of our memes to make sure they're working?
Give me one.
Summon Khan, Khan. Jack will like
Okay.
that one.
Exclamation mark. K-H-A-N. There we are.
It works.
Fabulous.
Perfect, thank you.
No worries.
Well, I just as a test, it's great, but that is as reserved for moments when you just want to hit something. Okay, there we go. So she'll take us back on course, bring those props down, back down to 25 inches. Settle in for 120 knots.
We're probably going to go up for 2,000 for this, like, too, because we're going to the valley, yeah.
2,000.
2,000.
I'm at 2,300.
You began there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Take a look around.
How's everyone
Right
managing?
behind me. So what's? I wonder what. I can see a sizable town down there. Shark Kitty in the,
Yeah, that's pretty
in
good.
the vents. I think you're flying over it right now, Kevin. It's very,
It's pretty big.
very colorful. The houses are very colorful.
Yeah, you don't get that in Europe, like, well, in continental Europe anyways.
The funny thing is, you do get it in the Scottish Islands, and it seems to be something that's very common in Scandinavian type of territories as well.
I suppose the Scottish Islands kind of would also get that kind of influence because of how
Yeah,
close
absolutely.
they are.
Yeah, there's absolutely a connection, and it's common heritage.
Yeah.
But yeah, very colorful, very beautiful. Probably one of the most charming towns I've been to in recent years was Tobermory on is it the Isle of Mull?
Oh, I've heard that. Unless I'm thinking Ballymorey.
That's it. What Ballymorey is based on, yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think it was. And then
Yeah.
my kids, when they were younger, we used to watch. There was a children's program called how was it? KT something. Katie Morag,
Right.
and which was the Isle of Struy that they called it. But it's actually based. I'm pretty sure it was based on the Isle of Lewis. That's where they filmed it, and they actually have a little Katie Morag thing you can go visit there, and the actual post office is there, just
cool.
as it appears in the TV show. It's absolutely quite cool.
Yeah. Because, yeah, they have that with. I'm assuming you've heard of All the Tate.
Oh, I don't know about that, Ted.
Yeah, because the house for that is actually in County Clare. And when I was going home
Oh,
to
is it?
Moher one time. Second?
What'd you say?
The house that they filmed All the Tate in is actually in County Clare. So going home
In
from
Cal- oh, right.
Moher. Yeah, so like we
Awesome.
passed by that going home from Cliffs Moher. It was actually really cool.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And they did the filming on the Iron Islands.
There's a great clip I keep coming across time and time again. It says, "I hear you're into the old racism now, Father." No.
Yeah, that's good.
He's doing an impression of his Chinese impression of his Chinese family sitting out the window. Ooh. Some great moments. Fantastic show that was.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Especially the one episode where Jack actually becomes sober.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What? Am I still on that fucking island?" Absolutely class.
Yeah.
Anyway, where are we going next? We're talking about Father Ted here. We're actually supposed to be flying.
Yeah, got me crying here laughing.
That's it. Okay, so we got a waypoint. And it looks like we're going to do quite a few turns here.
Yeah, we're going like right into a valley
Circle
basically.
the coast. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
And then there's a stop, which
There is
we'll land
indeed.
at, and then we do a bit more. I think the next airport we're landing at, is that the second last airport? Is that correct?
It is.
Right. Got you. Okay. So, or how would we put it if we were trying to sound clever? We'd say our penultimate stop.
Very fancy.
Yes. Now, look at the cliff face here. And the colors.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It's so pretty.
And of course, in the winter, it wouldn't look like this at all. It'd just be white.
Yeah.
Stunning. Look at that.
It's a pity that they haven't done the cliffs and Moher to this detail because like they're a mess.
Well, Iceland was included in a world update, though, wasn't it?
It was, but Ireland was too. They didn't do much though. They added a bridge. Like that was it. They added the bridge on the Waterford to Wexford Road. That was about it.
Same with Scotland. But I think part of the problem that the area that I'm in is very beautiful, and there's a lot of it would benefit from a terrain overhaul.
Yeah.
And even just like the placement of objects in the towns, just to make it look more like what it actually does, because it is a bit goofy.
Exactly. Yeah.
But the first problem that I'm aware of is that if you go onto Google Street Maps or even Bing, the resolution around my area, which is a bit more rural, is not anywhere near what you get in, say, Edinburgh or Glasgow or Newcastle or things like that. It just seems very low resolution.
Yes, same here.
So I don't know if that's because they don't want to pay for higher stuff or because it just doesn't exist.
It could be that it doesn't exist because I know, like, someone's released photogrammetry ad on FlightSim.to for Cork, but even before
Right.
they released that, Cork looked really good. But then once you go to outside Cork, like Glanmire, that kind of direction, they were a bit dodgy.
Yeah, exactly. So, so who knows? I mean, if that changes, then maybe there would be an opportunity to improve some of the areas. But then again, it all depends on whether they revisit and find out what they're willing to pay for. And I don't know. So
Yeah, exactly.
I think if you live in a city now, in comparison to that, my hometown of Hamilton, Ontario, which is technically not the U.S., is ridiculously highly detailed. To the point where all the buildings all the apartment blocks that I lived in various houses, they're all there and they look exactly like they do in real life. And that has been like that since day zero, since Microsoft Flight Simulator came out.
But if Bing has good photogrammetry for it, it'll show up like that.
Yes, exactly. And that's in a fairly sizable city. So I think that's kind of partly how you get that. But I actually have I droned up to what would have been my balcony on the 19th floor overlooking the harbor. And I took a screen grab, and I then found, because it's right near, what I was trying to do is I was trying to imitate a picture I took in real life from that balcony. And I put them side by side, and I sent them to my uncle. And I said, Flight Simulator's kind of neat, isn't it? And he went back, he was completely blown away by it. Because it looks, actually looks, quite almost like that. But that's like from a street level, not from an airplane, but from a street level, just looking in a certain direction, and it's incredible, the accuracy. So yeah, that's when I was hooked. That's when I fell in love.
Exactly. That's when I started to love this sim. Like I've been simming since FX. Well, like I started a bit late, but FX is the first sim, and that was good. But this is next level.
It is absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it is absolutely, and it's amazing actually. Inabuild's developing for Microsoft Flight Simulators. Quite an announcement, because they've always been traditionally an X-Plane studio, haven't they?
Yeah. Now I was disappointed with Inabuild's Kerry Airport because it's very inaccurate.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. Like there's publicly available charts at the Irish AFE, and like they didn't even seem to look at the chart.
So if they bring out the 310 and it ends up looking like a Super Chipmunk, you're going to be a bit disappointed.
A touch.
Yeah. Are you still with us, Nick? Are you still flying along?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just listening.
Excellent.
You must be in Hog Heaven if you're getting a fantastic experience. You're probably just taking all the sights now, aren't you?
Yeah. Because the last time I flew this, I was just looking at my watch all the time, constantly timing it.
I mean, for me today, it's been a pretty good experience. Performance has been spot on, so I don't know if it's the update. I mean, it's hard to know. It's hard to lock down what changes from one stream to the next, because you don't know, is it the sim update? But I've got to say, today, the sim's really behaving itself, and it's looking fantastic at the same time. So
It's been really good.
I can't complain at all.
Yeah. And I haven't had a crash in a long while.
I had... You know what? I'll tell you what, I've not had a crash of desktop since the update.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See, now,
They
I
got
had
like the stutters. Say again?
I had a crash to a desktop tonight installing the updates.
Oh.
But
Yes, I did too, but then that was it.
Yeah, because when I restarted, it didn't come up with, oh, do you want to start in safe mode? So I'm not too sure.
Oh, right. and then you have Gavin, of course, who had the most bizarre update experience of anyone.
Yes.
Meticulously created a video of how it happened and how he got through it. And of course, I'm thinking, well, this is going to be really crazy. And of course, when it came for me to do it, it was just a normal update routine.
Yeah. What happened to Gavin? I didn't hear
to
it.
do any of the crazy things that happened to him. But you know,
It's just a different world with updates with him. I swear, Microsoft just go, this update here, we'll just give that to Gavin.
Either that, or it's like he's got the figure. He knows an update's coming out, and he's just sitting in front of the computer going, "Come on, come on, come on, come on!" and of course, so you know, obviously, when they first put in an update, there could be any manner of weird things that don't get picked up until the first hour, and then they patch it. And that's what I just imagine Gavin sitting there like, "Come on, I got an update." And then, you know, obviously he's hitting all these really weird, strange issues.
What happened to him? I didn't hear what happened to him, so...
I don't know, something happened to him.
He, I think he was updating, and then something happened, and I think his either crashed the desktop or something happened. Then when he... there wasn't an update when he went in the next time.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
And then when he did go in again, all of a sudden there's a massive update.
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
Bigger than anyone else's update. Everyone else is done.
That's right. It went straight in, didn't it? It went straight in, and he was able to download the world update. And he thought, oh, right, so I don't need a sim update. And then it crashed, and then when he reloaded it, that's when the sim update kicked in. So it actually skipped the sim update somehow and went straight in. Then he was able to get the world update first, whereas for everyone else, it's the other way around. You have to do the sim update, and then you get So anyway, only our Gavin can find a way to do these things. You see.
Yep.
But anyway, Gavin, if you're watching, by the way, how you doing? Gavin and I are trying to get together to do a radio show, and we're just trying to figure out a way to do it because he's got so many things on with the kids, and he can't do it during the normal show time. So we're actually talking because Gavin is on the verge of hitting, if not already, 25,000 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. Here he's had. I'm actually thinking about having a special live show at a time that he would prefer in the evening just for him on SkyBlueRadio, just so we can get him live and talk to him, because it's been a heck of a long time since I've had him on last. And he's a lovely guy, and he's been such a huge contributor to the flight sim community in terms of, I mean, Nick, how many thousands of people, and I'm not talking about subscribers, I'm talking about everyone above that, have probably learned to fly the fly-by-wire 320 because of Gavin, and HD, of course.
I think when you it hits home when I might be scrolling through Facebook or something like that, and there's like flight simulator posts on there every now and again, and you see people say, oh, how do I do this or how do I do that, and all of a sudden you see a link to Gavin.
You do absolutely.
There were just people linking him because that's what he's known for now. He's known for, if this is how you want to do it properly, this is who you watch. I mean, there were a couple of others out there as well, obviously, but they just seem to, as I said, you suddenly go, oh, hang on, there's a link to Gavin there. What's all that about? Oh, and someone's asked a question and they've linked him. You
know what's really interesting? You're right. There are so many different tutorials for the 320, and Phoenix now as well, including real pilots. But the go-to channel seems to be EasyJet Sim Pilot, which is really
like, he's great with explaining things. That's so good about him.
He is, and that's really what it comes down to. He's a very humble, easy to listen to, very articulate, very good at demonstrating things. I mean, you know, in a previous life, he could have been a flight instructor, I think.
Yeah.
And it's an added bonus that he is. He's that's right. Even when things are going wrong, like horribly wrong, he goes, "Oh no." It's kind of like, oh no, this isn't working. It's like the airplane's diving into the ocean. Oh no, something's gone wrong here. Everybody else will be going, ah!
Of course, he's always, and when HD's there, he's always asking the questions that we want answered.
Yeah, he always replaces people.
And I mean, the most famous one that I can remember for him was when I don't even know where he was flying to. It was a case of, oh, we seem to have got a fuel imbalance here. What do we do? And HD was like, oh, right, okay, you want to do this, 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 and this, and all of a sudden all the engines switched off, and HD was just like, oops, like this. And Gary's like, what have you just done to my plane? Everyone's watching. Everyone wanted an engine failure. Now you've got one. Now get me out of it. There was no flapping. You could tell that HD was just there, the sweat pouring off of him while he's trying to work out exactly how to get the things all up and running again. Oh, absolutely
funny.
Yeah, it's so calm.
So I just been alerted in the chat. We have a new airplane flying with us. It's Mongo is right behind us at the back. He's in a Cessna 208. If you look behind you guys, you see Mongo back there.
Yeah. Hello.
So welcome to the stream,
hello.
mate.
Let me do a wing wave.
I think Froden seems to be quite close. And my controller for my drone seems to have stopped working, so we'll have to wait until we get onto the ground and have a look at that. Cabby 9000 has just come in. He says, good evening, sir. Welcome to Positive Rate. How you doing? We're flying in Iceland today. Joined by my many friends, of course. The Positive Rate team. Yep. Vroden's back there somewhere. I think he's still in that H145, is he?
I will check for you later. That's he.
How strange. I don't know why that...
Yeah, he's in the H145.
Ground lock mode. And follow mode. And focus mode.
Make sure your controls still work, because I had that the other day where all my controls was locked.
Ooh. You're scaring me now.
Yeah, you did.
And you should have seen me. You should see me on Saturday in the DC6.
Oh, you scared me with that maneuver.
After 11 hours, wasn't it? Or something
It's
like
alright.
Yep.
Oh, hang on, what's going on there? What are you
Didn't
doing?
like-
we
didn't
are
like
doing
me that
rolls.
with, there we go. Let that correct itself. I do seem to have
Kevin, you're upside down.
controls. So. Nah, it's just the drone control. It doesn't like me for some reason.
What's
so
what's
I don't
going
know.
on, Willy? What's that matter?
We're putting stunts. Is that what we're doing?
Oh, terrain!
Oh,
Too
what's
low,
happening?
terrain.
Uh-oh.
Too low. Terrain.
I have no idea what's going on here.
I'm lost now. Where were you going? Why are you
I'm
was
following
it-
Wheelie now because we're having fun.
No, I'm trying to fix the drone control and my airplane's going crazy. So. we'll get it
Yeah, I
back.
mean, it's like you're trying to get rid of me.
No, I'm not really. It's like, get off! It's like, get off! Get off!
Shall I turn around?
Do a roll.
I'm going back on course. Back on
I'm
course.
literally dogfighting with Willy right now.
I just yeah, you know what it is? I saw a dog on the ground and I thought, ooh, that looks interesting. Let's go ahead. No, I didn't. I'm trying to do too many things at once. I'm getting too bothered about drone controls. I really just need to fly the plane, so I'm going to do that. We're going to get back up to altitude, and it's all happy, and we'll be
Back on the flight then.
yes.
Dark Kane, 9,000.
fuck.
So what channel did you see Willie in? Which Discord server? Always good to know that he's getting out there.
Yeah.
I saw your channel in a Discord server. Oh right, yes. Which Discord? Cam 9000. If you could let us know. Is it Cam? Is it Keem? Is it Cami? What's the best way to pronounce your name? Let us know. Okay. I don't know why. How do you reset it? Can you reset it from here?
Wait now.
Ooh,
Speak with
that's
stop.
camera drone.
Yeah, reset at the top there, reset position.
Ah. Yeah, it looks like it just doesn't like the controller at the moment. So I'll unplug the controller and plug it back in again when we get down near the ground.
Yeah, that works.
For now, we'll just go with exterior. That's fine. We'll
Yeah,
do
that works.
Good enough. I can see why you said get up above 2,000 because it is quite high here.
It is. It gets higher.
Cami, Cam as in Cam. Okay, I don't know if that helped me.
Oh, it's Kami-ha. Okay, I see.
Oh, Pilot Emily server. Yeah.
Emily.
Oh, you're coming
right.
from Kyle Emily's Discord. I see.
Ah.
Yeah, I
okay.
did post a link there.
Well,
Excellent.
sorry, Shark. Do you know how to pronounce that name?
Kami-ha.
Kamiha.
No, Kami-ha. Yeah, that's from
Kami.
DVD.
Cami, right. So if can I call you Cami? Cami 9000. Anyways, lovely to have you along. So glad you joined us tonight. Would be absolutely honored if you subscribed, but I'm not going to force you to do that. But you're always welcome to fly with us.
Gentle persuasion.
Oh yeah, it is. It's not that I really want you, but I really want you to. Jack says, "Oh, Dragon Ball Z." Okay, so there you go. Obviously, there's a cultural branch of information that I'm completely missing out on.
Ooh,
And Jack
chat's
says
calling you old, Willy.
You're a bit
Oh,
old
dear.
for that one. Yeah. Well, yeah. Jack would call me old. Yeah, he would. Well, I just. It's not that I don't know about Dragon Ball Z. I just. Okay, I don't know, right? All right, I don't know. It's fine.
Did you know you can open the doors? In front? Wow.
On the arrow. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise.
You go and
Yeah, don't
skydiving.
do it when airborne though.
I'm doing a
they don't
two-tone.
open
I'm just
fully.
pressing buttons. I'm just.
Kebby says, happy to subscribe. Oh, lovely. Just trying to find how on my phone. Ooh, how do you do
It's the
that
big
when
red
you're
button.
looking at a phone? The big red button. Yeah, but I think you have to click on the channel or something like that, and there's a
I
subscribe.
don't think so.
It's something like that. I don't know.
I'll see. Because mine will be a big grey button.
Yeah, no, I don't watch lives on my phone on
And,
YouTube.
Jack says, I'm 30 tomorrow, so, I'm like, yeah, well, yes, okay, Jack. I'll give you that. You're only 30, but I'll tell you another thing. You're 30 tomorrow, and it's all downhill from here, mate.
So evil.
So, happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday in advance, Jack. I hope you have a fantastic day. This is just the beginning of the fun, believe me, not the end, the beginning. However, your drinking tolerance definitely goes down substantially as the years march on. I'll say that much. Everyone's very far behind me. Am I going too fast?
What's your indicator?
Nah, it's just that
Yes, I
I
am.
pulled out some stunts, so now I need to come back.
I know I didn't drop my
I mean, I don't know your speed though.
Yeah.
155 knots. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
I'm doing
So what I'll do is-
I'm not going that fast.
Okay, I'll do a circle here.
yeah. Holding pattern.
Yeah, one of those things.
Where?
Sorry, I'm
So confused.
Nick, if you're confused, I'm doing the circle because I was going too quick. Give everyone else a chance to catch up.
Yeah, no, I can't see you, so I don't know where you.
Well, then there's no
there you
problem.
are.
Behind you, Nick.
Oh,
You're
no, you're
miles
behind
ahead.
me now. Yeah, I'm miles
Really,
ahead
boogie
now.
on your
Yeah.
6?
That's because you were doing barrel rolls earlier, isn't it?
Look, I was the one doing that because I'm a lunatic, but
I
I
was
was
just-
following Willie.
I was just testing the aerobatic prowess of the Piper Arrow,
Exactly.
which is
I like
next to none. But I somehow got away with it. That's a lucky thing. Okay, that should do
Hit
it.
the
Just
arrow.
wherever everyone needs to-
Can I just point out the little sign on the left-hand side of the cockpit?
Well,
You
he's
were
missing
running-
no-
Oh yeah. it says. It says no acrobatic maneuvers, including spins, approved. Okay, all right. So,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I was joking. I wasn't actually intentionally trying to do aerobatics.
Willie,
Unlike me.
Right, I'm settling in for 120 knots now. Hopefully.
Right, I'll slow down a bit more.
I'll resume course.
Jack says sometime I'll need to join your voice chat. Well, you could actually join in now, Mongo, if you wanted to. I think we'd all have to jump to a different channel, though, wouldn't we? Unless there's a way, Shark Kitty, that you could somehow clever him into the staff chat. Probably not.
I can do that. I just need to go on AP. Are they on the Discord?
So if you can, there's a link to our Discord channel, Mongo, in the show description on YouTube. So if you join and make yourself known, you can tag Shark Kitty.
Yeah, tag me.
We'll see if we can sort something out, and we can bring you in if you're set up. If you want to come in now, if you don't want to come in now, certainly would be happy to do it in the future on another stream. Let me know. Okay, we're all together now. That's looking a bit better.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Perfect.
Alright, I see you. Just let me engage the AP. Okay, it's doing its job.
So are you asking me a question? So we've got it looks like a right turn and then a left turn and then the right turn and then airport cut. That's what I've got.
Exactly, yeah.
Is that how you planned it? You said I'll do a right turn and a left turn and a right turn and a left turn and then I'll take.
Those four, I said I'll follow the coast.
Just winding up.
I know.
It's funny how the color of the water is changing from one area to the next. Actually, I don't know if it's the cloud cover.
Try to
or...
join. Should see staff voice chat channel.
Oh, what if you made him a temporary mod or something like that?
No, I just gave him a permission just for him on this channel.
Ooh, fancy. Just make sure you take it away again after he talks to us.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm too slow
Welcome,
now.
welcome.
And Cammy, if you're still watching, I thought you were going to subscribe. You're making all these promises. You're going to break my heart.
Oh, anybody hear me?
Yeah.
I kinda
Hello,
do
hi Mongo. How are you?
Hello.
And Cami says, I picked up Microsoft Flight Simulator a week ago, so thinking would help with my PPL. It doesn't, but it is fun. Well, now, you know, we know commercial, or at least former commercial flight instructors. It can help in terms of your situational awareness and getting used to where things are with airports and what like that. But in terms of it actually teaching you to fly the airplane, no, you're absolutely correct. It won't really do much. Oh, you did subscribe. Okay. Maybe it's not come through. I'm not sure.
Anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Perfect. How are you, sir?
Good. Doing real good. Thank you for letting me join you guys.
No, that's not at all.
Good.
So just a bit of an introduction. So you are a fellow DJ of mine from SkyBlueRadio, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you might as well give yourself a bit of a punt. When's your show on Mongo? Tell them all about yourself.
It's actually, I am a DJ on SkyBlueRadio on Wednesday nights from 0 Zulu to 200 Zulu hours.
Okay.
I do a little bit of everything, a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of country, you name it. In fact, last night I played music from the Top Gun soundtracks.
Oh, right.
Yes.
So is that where you just play the song Mighty Wings over and over again for 2 hours?
No, I played a few other ones too. I got to play the anthem.
Mix it up? Yeah, of course. I know. You know, what's the... Now, this is quite funny because I'm kind of trying to avoid any spoilers. I haven't seen Top Gun Maverick yet. I do intend to take the family to see it in the cinema. If you look at the soundtrack, and I haven't heard the soundtrack for the new film, how does that compare to the old soundtrack?
Not as good. The old soundtrack had a lot of more popular artists, and the new one just has like a rehash of an old song off of the old soundtrack, and that new one by Lady Gaga, which is pretty popular right now.
Shows how much I know. I didn't even know she was on the soundtrack or had anything to do with Top Gun, but it's interesting.
Oh yeah, it's actually a pretty good tune.
Because naturally, the first thing you think of when you think of Top Gun or airplanes is Lady Gaga, right?
Of course. Sorry.
It's all right. And Cami says, I did subscribe. Cami, I totally believe you. Thank you so much. Thank you from my heart. Really appreciate it. Nick, are you laughing at something I said or something else that happened?
Just you in general, really, I guess.
Yeah,
Fair
very
enough.
entertaining.
Can't help it. So,
I've
where
got
were
an
we? We're
airport
talking about
coming up,
music.
is that right?
Yes, I think we do. Let's. Sorry, Mongo. Let us take a position check here because I think we're going to have to.
Let's see.
Yeah, I see it.
Right. Yeah, visual on the one, mate.
Really?
And Cami says
Yep.
Maverick
thanks
is
for the heads up.
brilliant. Cami says Maverick is brilliant. So who's seen the film? Who's not seen the film? I take it. Am I
Haven't
the only
seen
one
it
that's
yet.
not seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for
I
it to come
haven't
out on
seen it.
Netflix.
Okay.
Netflix? Oh.
I'm hoping it'll come out anyways.
You're waiting for. Oh, come on, man.
What?
Don't you have
You gotta
cinemas
see.
over there?
Like,
They
we
do-
do,
they
but they're
just-
stupid expensive.
Oh, I thought because I thought you were in a small village, so I thought it was like some old guy that owns a farm that broadcasts the image on the side of his.
Well, I
barn
mean,
or
I am in a
something
small
like
village.
Wow.
Yeah, like the nearest cinema is like a 15-minute drive away,
that. Okay.
which doesn't sound like much, but when you're going back roads, it is.
Yes, I can sympathize. Yeah, there are
Thank
roads
you.
like that around me.
Right, where's this airport?
Cinema
to me.
is super expensive in my town. Like, so expensive it's even worse than in Paris.
Really?
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah,
So we're
like
lucky.
it's cheaper to go to Le Grand Rex than to go in my small town.
That is a bit upsetting.
That's crazy.
We're lucky. We've got a family-owned cinema. It's very much an old-style kind of cinema, but the brilliant part about it is that the owners that really care about films have upgraded all the screens, so they're all Sony 8K,
Right,
high
so-
contrast projection. It's all high-end Dolby 7.1 sound in all the theaters. And it's a really good experience. And if it's not like the new and fancy kind of modern cinema, but it's really comfortable, and the prices are great. I mean, I think my whole family can probably go in for about 25 pounds, and that covers all two adults and a grumpy teenager and a child.
Because yeah, it's about €20 per person in cinemas.
€20 per person.
That's the last time I checked, anyways. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Welcome to Rip-Off Land.
So, I mean, do you get anything for that €20? Is it just the film, or do they give you like a slap in the face when you walk through the door? Or?
But they might as well give you a slap in the face the way you're treated. But then you have to pay extra for like Coke and all that kind of stuff. Like
it just says whips or chains as you're coming into the entrance, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Cammy says we drove 45 minutes to see it in 4DX. Right? Okay. Cammy, somebody explain this to me. What the heck is 4DX?
Smell cards.
4D, isn't it? It's movement and wind effects.
Does that mean like it's three-dimensional and it's a moving picture, which is somewhat confusing?
It's four-dimensional.
It's four-dimensional, right?
Yeah.
So like there's a multiverse aspect to it, or?
2 seconds. I'm just going to butter this. Hang on. Yeah. So the seats move and.
Right.
And I think you get fans blowing on you and.
So the seats move. So if the guy in front of you is like tall or blocking your vision, you can move the seat to the side. Is that what you mean?
No.
I know you don't.
Like a roller coaster.
I know you don't.
Okay, that's it. We're okay now. Yeah. Okay.
I think I would end up throwing up if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Motion sickness.
The last 3D film, 3D, which was just a 3D, nothing fancy apart from that. I saw Avatar in an actual 3D cinema. Visually amazing. Story-wise, not so much. And I really do side with the opinion that Avatar is Fern Gully in space.
Wait a second.
Avatar, it's basically Fern Gully in space.
I haven't heard of Fern Gully.
Well, if you look it up, yeah.
Yeah, I did that stream.
Hey, wait, Mongo, are you still with us? Sorry, we're kind of just.
He's right in front of me. Yeah.
Oh, he's right there. Okay.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I'm right here on the other. I'm on the 2-lane highway on the opposite side of the runway.
Oh, I thought it was a taxiway.
I'm all over the
place. I just followed. I was just like, oh, taxiway, that'll
do. You had me laughing. I started hitting the rudder too hard, and the plane was all over the runway. Anyway, it's okay. It's all fine.
Sorry, guys.
You could drive my car.
It's
I'm
like
on the road into town.
So what, Mongo? What you're saying is you pulled a bit of a Harrison Ford over there. Is that right?
Yeah. If you want to call it that. I call it controlled madness.
There was there's a when the Johnny Depp trial was ongoing, there was a live broadcast watching the verdict, and it was a lawyer, an American lawyer. He was live streaming. He had the broadcast there, and he's talking along, and people were chatting along live, asking questions and things like that. And he had a guest on who was from Britain, and so I was watching this because I actually found it quite fascinating, the whole thing. And I don't want to get into the verdict or anything like that, but everyone was writing in. If you paid a little bit of money, you could write a chat and you'd read out the comment. And a lot of it was like serious questions about the trial. So I wrote in and I said, really enjoying the stream. I just wanted to let you know that, to my understanding, an Amber Heard is now Cockney rhyming slang for leaving a poo. And so everything was quite serious, and this came up, and there was a dead silence pause, and I thought, oh my god, have I had a humor fail? And the next thing, they just fell to bits. Absolutely fell to bits. Could talk for about 30 seconds. And I thought, there you go. But I thought it clues to my mind, if you say I need to go for an Amber Heard, anyone will instantly know what you're talking about. It is the new Cockney rhyming slang for having to go for a number 2. Does it make sense?
Absolutely.
Oh, sure.
Was that hard to follow? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I was even following it myself, so it's okay. Anyway, are we? Where's everybody? Different parts of the runway here. I think Sharky.
On the other side of the runway. It's
the road
sloped,
into
so
town.
I prefer to do one way in, one way out.
Okay, doke. Should we join Nick and Kevin on the? Are you guys on the highway? Or are you actually on the runway now?
Yeah,
I'm actually where I'm where planes are supposed to be, not on the road.
I'm in the middle of town.
Nick's gone shopping.
Yeah.
So Cammy says so. It's basically like watching a movie in a flight sim. Is this 4DX? Right. Okay. Or I'm old enough to. Two things have gone to Disney World when Days of Thunder was still a thing, and secondly to actually go on the Days of Thunder ride, which I don't know if it's still there, but that arguably you could probably say that was the first ever 4D film, because I think you did get 3D glasses as well, but it wasn't kind of like the new 3D. And the seats moved about and everything like that, and it was just trying to ignite the thrill and intrigue of being in a NASCAR car going around in a loop, which I'm sure every child dreams about. But yeah, so I guess it's just an evolution on that kind of thing. Right, Shark, are you staying that end of the airport and we're just going to take off?
Yeah, I wanna take off down here.
Okay. Well, so which is your
Listen,
version
I
of
say
don't tell me what to do. That's it. Okay, I get it.
Yes, exactly. You're your own boss.
Oh, come on.
And Kevy says, I'm from London, that's a new one, but I think I might start using it. Oh, the Amber Heard. Perfect. Spread the word, Cammy, spread the word. Tell them where you heard it from. Willie Canuck, that's right. New bit of Cockney rhyming slang for you.
Oh, is that break?
No, Willie. I'll make you do 30-degree slopes now, and then you'll understand why I do that.
Jack says, time for RL. Don't know. Relax, something else. Time for an Amber Heard, Jack. No problem. Enjoy yourself. Take your time. Thanks for coming along, Nate. Great to see you tonight. See you soon.
Real life.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take off now.
Yeah.
I'm crossing deeply in the waffle territory now.
Yep.
Yes.
It's been noted.
Nick, you don't have to agree with me that quickly.
I'm writing it all down. I've got a tick sheet.
Because what is this waffle bingo? Right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm thinking of making some money out of this. Before the stream.
Bingo.
Yeah, bingo.
Oh, Rocket League. Jack's gonna play Rocket League, of course. Good luck, good sir. Enjoy your Rocket League. Quite a fun game, actually. It's probably one of the few ones I do like, even though I suck at it. I'll stick to what I know.
What are we doing, Kevin? 2000?
Yeah. 2000 or above, it says best bet.
Roger that.
Very good.
I hate flight sim. That always triggers the moment I'm doing a tight maneuver to start lagging. Like, of course.
Are you alright, Nick?
No.
What's happening?
It's just you have 90 degrees spinning down the right.
What is this plane doing?
The autopilot can do weird
Turn the
things.
autopilot off.
Nick.
Turn the autopilot off.
Yeah.
I have. That's
Oh.
why it's probably doing weird things. Whoa.
What? Could you turn it off?
Yeah. Hang on, mate. Let's
Oh, I know where I had
stabilize.
a hard time controlling it. I had the yaw damper on for takeoff. That's bad.
Does this have a yaw damper?
Mine has, yes.
I
Who
don't think
knows?
mine does.
And funny thing, Simworks has been working close with TDS, those who did the 750 and 650 XI.
Right.
And once TDS has finally done this feature, the RV is gonna be able to use the Smart Glide with its autopilot.
Was that the one where you have an engine failure and it can show where you can go?
Yep.
That's cool.
And it's basically gonna be able to just glide completely autonomously
Oh,
You just press the button on your GPS and the AP does it.
that's really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I have control. Yeah.
That took a while.
Yeah.
Which is quite interesting when you're the only one in the cockpit. And you're actually, I'll have control, thank you. It's like if you got someone sitting in the back seat, thinking,
You know
"Oh
what?
my God."
I've worked out what it was. The flight path, because
Right.
this is that child of the magenta line thing going on here. The
Okay,
magenta
yeah.
line was a curve, but the waypoint was off the screen. So
Right,
it was obviously
right.
heading with this. It was heading towards the waypoint and not following the magenta line.
Ah,
Got you.
And I just suddenly realised what it was doing, and so I have control, and now he can have control again. There we go. And we're off.
it's in the door. It's there. I don't know if you need it.
You still with us there, Mongo?
Yep, I'm here.
So, Mongo, whereabouts roughly are you in the States? What kind of weather are you guys getting there just now? I heard you're having a bit of a heat wave.
Yeah, we are. I'm in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. We're getting a little bit of a heat wave, but it's tolerable.
That's not too bad. So, what was it, about 100 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that?
Yeah, it was like 85, 90 Fahrenheit today.
That's not, actually that's it's hot, but it's kind of just at the nice hot before it starts getting ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of worse yesterday.
Before you start telling people not to wear rubber shoes or shoes with rubber
To me, that's
soles.
the weather, water weather.
Crocs. Are you mentioning Crocs?
Let me
Oh
put
my
it this
God.
way. There's actually.
Never mentioned the word Crocs.
Let me put it this way: there are signs at amusement parks in the likes of Florida and Texas in the summertime that say "Do not wear any shoes with rubber,"
Jesus.
because it does actually get that hot that it starts to melt the shoe. And if you're standing in a queue waiting on a ride, that's most likely time it's going to happen.
I mean, it's the desert.
Well, they're saying 37 for us tomorrow. That's hot enough for me.
That is 85, 90 really.
Yeah,
Oh, is it okay? Right.
it's gonna be a lovely day.
I mean,
Yeah.
arguably it's about 23 outside at the moment, and that's getting we're heading into dusk. It's still quite warm.
Yeah. Like it's 15 here and I'm cozy.
It's 26 here outside,
26 is that's on the nice side.
Yeah.
and my aircon is just blasting.
Aircon? In
Yeah,
Britain?
you have aircon in the UK.
Are you some sort of rich person?
I tell you when it was. It was during lockdown. Remember when lockdown first started? The weather
Yeah.
was glorious, but it was just so
Oh, yeah.
hot. And I was just like, I cannot sit indoors all the time.
Not
in
for
this
working.
heat.
I agree.
No. So
Yeah.
I bought myself.
Because it was lockdown last year, and I actually had to sign off work for one day because it was just too hot in the house. I just couldn't cool down.
Yep,
So-
I bought myself an aircon unit, and then I bought another one, so I've got two now.
Oh right, wow. So you don't
I
have these
one.
kind
I
of
got a fan
problems.
and dick.
Yeah, Mongo, you don't have these kind of problems. Pretty much everything in Canada, and the U.S. has air conditioning at some point.
Yeah, exactly. I have two. I live in a little apartment and I have two of them, so it
Oh,
helps.
the old Windows style ones.
Yeah.
It's where you have to make sure that if you have a party, that your drunk friend doesn't open the window and kill someone down the street.
Or down on the first floor.
Oh, that's not so bad. Dude.
Kind of like Happy Gilmore.
It is. Cammy says, I think it's 37 here tomorrow. Oh, London will be. And you've got a flight lesson at noon. Oh my god, can you imagine what it's going to be like in that airplane? Oh dear. Cammy, I'd say dress very light. In fact, wife beater and boxer shorts is probably the best recommendation. I think it's going to be really hot in that airplane.
It's going to be
What-
52.
Why are you gonna
Puppy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it what, a Cherokee, a Skyhawk?
probably be a Cessna.
Yeah, maybe. I got a friend in Oklahoma who told me a lot about how hard it is in the Cherokee.
All right. I mean, speaking for the Piper Warrior, that's in the summertime. It's not a great place to be.
Isn't that what these windows are for? You've got these little windows on the side, isn't that what that's for? There we go.
It works when you're flying, but when you're sitting on the airport ready to take off, it gets very hot very quick. I mean, you can...
Eurofox, oh, interesting.
Oh, Eurofox.
I heard that.
That's interesting. Very interesting. Anyways, where are we here? I'll take a quick look around. Who's behind me? Anybody about?
Me.
Shark Kitty as usual?
Yeah.
You can see Nick and Kevin up the back.
You got a Tele version or a Tri-Gear?
Oh. Nice bit.
So it's times like this. I'm pretty sure I spoke to Dark at one point about a positive rate livery for the Cessna 2.8, but we just ran out of time and energy.
The 2.8's like sheet is mapped terribly.
Say again, Kev?
The text sheet for the 2.8 is really it's a mess. Like everything is everywhere.
Oh, if you wanted to paint it, you mean?
Yeah.
Ah, right.
I looked at the liveries for it myself, like, and it was. Oh, I just dropped it.
I mean, it would be nice to have one prop aircraft in the default set with a positive rate livery, just so that if we get a viewer who doesn't have to go out and buy something, they can just download something. I mean, the only thing we really have that for at the moment is the fly-by-wire 320, which is good because it's free, both the airplane and of course the livery. But it'd be nice to have something prop-wise that was like that as well. Because we can't expect everyone to buy the Piper Arrow, although if you don't, you're crazy because it's fantastic. I love it. We love it. We fly it all the time. It is highly detailed, recommended by actual pilots, and just generally a good product. So
it's such a business.
I reviewed that for Sky Blue.
Did you, Mongo? I didn't know that.
Yes, I did.
It's a fantastic airplane.
Yeah.
What's about a gorgeous livery for the Warrior?
Oh, the blue one. Yeah,
I know. Yes, yeah, the Warrior paint.
I think that's the prettiest.
Like
that's the only one I don't have.
It's a 50s retro livery, Mongo, that Dark Fury did for us.
Yeah, retro livery is the best.
That's really, really neat. Lots of rolling hills and mountains in the distance. There's Shark Kitty in the Vans 14 there.
You know what? I've flown to Iceland a couple of times, just like the usual in the Airbus, the Keflavik or whatever, or Reykjavik, and that's it. And then you fly back. This is amazing scenery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You miss all of this.
Yeah.
I'd love to go. Absolutely love to go. It's really, it really is a blending. It's kind of like there's a Scandinavian feel to it, but also like a Scotland feel to it. It's really strange. Kind of like a hybrid between the two.
What's our next landing point?
East order. So.
It's our final destination. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Bravo, India, Sierra.
Yeah.
Affirmative.
Actually, we had fun soaring here with a friend. You got enough terrain to do that.
Yeah.
Because you get already soaring flight sim. You just won't have what it's called, the ones with the clouds. It's at the tip of Mariton.
Yeah.
You won't have the thermals, but you got the ridge lift. That works.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
It's just that it's gonna be a little jerky and a little too strong, but you can have a lot of fun with this. Try that with the S33Me. I think there's other stuff that came out since, but yeah, S33 is a really good one because it's mono glider, but with an electric and that can extend and retract. I really like this kind of design because it doesn't really affect much the performance of the glider, but you still got either the capabilities of taking off by yourself, or you can use it as an emergency power thing.
Yeah. Gliders, like, I find I really struggle with gliding.
Yeah. Like on X-Plane, I got a Phoenix for that. That is a conventional moto glider. It's really fun, but yeah, it doesn't soar as good as most gliders. This design does really no problem. I think the only time you're really gonna have a difference is when you're landing, because you're gonna be a little heavier than other gliders, but that's all.
Okay.
But when you're cruising, because you need to actually add some weight to the glider for it to take speed, you're just gonna add less weight, so it's the same.
Gotcha. Cammy is saying, I didn't realize you could fly formation in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yes, absolutely you can.
Yeah, as long as you don't get too close, you can.
It's not totally reliable, but it's generally good enough to be enjoyable. Is that first?
Yeah, exactly. So you're not gonna have like what it's called, wake turbulences, and you can't crash into the other plane, but you can just do it casually like I do, and
it's good practice in a way.
Yeah, that's really a good thing to do that. You can get a lot of flying skills that way.
Yeah.
Cammy must be impressed with your flying skills, Shark. That's why.
I get that a lot. I'm sorry. I don't mean to brag, but that's just true.
Oh, I never know. I never know from one stream to the next what's gonna happen. I really don't.
Where are you, Willie? I lost you.
I really don't.
Oh, there you are. Like you phased out for me, like, you know, just regular multiplayer issues, but that's fine.
Yeah, they still haven't fixed those issues really. Like, well, I suppose they've been fairly consistent for me, but there are still some very big issues with the sim that have been around for a while.
No, that's okay. It's just that it has to do some anticipations to work smoothly, like any multiplayer games. But sometimes the anticipation can be a little wrong, so it has to readjust itself.
I'll be right
that
back.
stuff you can improve them, but you can't completely get rid of them.
True, but I feel like it's only recently that they've been improved rather than any work been done on them as such. Like, I mean.
Yeah, it's much better than on the earlier version, especially since they added the radar races, because they needed much more out of the multiplayer for this feature.
Yeah, otherwise people would be wasting money.
Yeah, that actually made formation flight much smoother since that.
Yeah,
so
it helps a lot.
Fast. There you go.
I can see Kevin starting to sneak up there. Nick behind him.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
You know what? Formation flight is really why I picked the RV, because I looked at it, I was like, it's gonna be fun for that. That and the TDS support.
Spitfire is really good for formation flying.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me I'm facing backwards. You gotta tell me if we're getting close to the airport.
We have a while yet, I think.
I'll tell you when there's terrain.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, like we're probably about 10 minutes away.
Okie doke. Oh, 10 minutes. As much as that. Okay.
Like, that's an estimate. Like, might be less, might be more.
Oh, right, I see.
Yeah. Like, we're 7 minutes next waypoint, and it's probably just beyond that.
See, there was a way to. I don't want to muck with it. I don't want to.
Don't worry.
We're nearly there. It's just around the corner-ish.
No, it's fine. I'm happy. I'm happy to just. I swapped something out before, and I think I don't know if I had the time.
Well, I don't know about yours, but normally in that menu you should be safe. It's not like where you edit stuff unless you use the graphic edits, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure the PMS50
you know what it
has
is?
it.
I set it. Yeah, it does. You can change it.
Oh, okay.
But I set it. I think I set it in the Cessna 310, so it's probably changed in that plane, not in this. But that's cool. So that means that it's safe to state for the airplane. And just again, looking at some pretty crazy looking mountains off in the distance there. Wow. It's all the different colors as well. Really something anyway. Oh, sorry, I can put my camera back on here.
Don't have to.
That's it, you're out. Cool. You're just getting mean now. I'm joking. What was I going to ask?
It's when no one else laughed, and I was like, "Oops, have I stepped over the line?"
I'm just concentrating on Willie's LinkedIn.
It really. To be fair, you really, really, really have to say something pretty nasty to cross the line with me, Dick. You really, really do.
Like waffles?
Waffle.
Something like that. Yeah. No, it's fine. Well, I was going to ask, Mongo, remind me, do you do any real flying at all?
I
Assuming
think he's
Mongo,
pumped out a shot.
or has he dropped out?
I think he dropped out. He did say goodbye. Or he said,
Oh, right, okay. I can see Todd in there. No, I think he's still on the voice chat. Unless he's forgotten to hang up. Anyways, well, Mongo, sorry we missed that you're heading out there, so thanks for stopping by. It's always great to see you, mate. Hear from you. All right. So what do you reckon, Kevin? You think we're about 7 minutes away? 6 minutes?
4 minutes next waypoint, and then we're about halfway. So, or is that estimated time en route total time? So if that's 5 minutes. So between 5 and 10 minutes, we'll just say that.
Whoop. Alright, it was the way to change it. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Whoa, there we go. Airplane. 2 airplanes.
Yep.
Three
The arrows have to
airplanes.
information.
Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. Whether Kevin
I
comes back up,
got better tricks up my sleeves.
whether Kevin comes back up again is a different story, but yeah.
Hard on the rudder, hard on the throttle, and up you go.
Hey,
That's
Winnie,
it.
look.
Oh, I know you will. Last time I tried to do that in a Piper Arrow, it didn't end well.
Keep in mind, I fly jets.
Yes, you do. Yeah. But I can't see you. Where have you gone? Oh no, you're there. Okay.
I'm up, I'm coming around.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So you get the techniques of the jets, and you can use them in anything.
Forgive my lack of faith. It's more a lack of faith in myself, Kevin, not a lack of faith in you. I just say, well, I just say, well, I can't do that, so nobody else can do it.
That's fair. There we are.
I used to think about a great many things until I saw my first acrobat. Lots of water. Shiny water.
That's the best time to switch my tank. There you go.
Ooh,
Gee,
yeah,
thanks
that's
for
a
the
good point.
reminder. Yeah.
I think I might have that on auto. It could be cheating.
Yeah, that's cheaty. I don't have that in the RV.
Yeah, it's on auto.
It's kind of
Jeez.
annoying for formation though, because that's kind of the tricky
one-
part I'm gonna do every so often.
It is, I know. It's just one less thing I gotta worry about this thing. So.
Yeah. That's what's nice with high wings, you don't have to do that generally.
Let's switch tanks.
Which tanks?
Yeah, gravity
most
fed.
of the times you can feed on both on the high wings like Cessnas.
Because they're gravity fed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah. Pretty mountains.
But it depends. Not like that on the Beaver, for instance, because it has
Oh, this is cool. So the
tanks in the fuselage instead.
Yeah,
But no,
that's
if
right.
right. once.
Oh, this is cool. So the airport is in the valley, actually flying into the valley between them. Oh, this is neat. Ooh,
We can have a really cool approach as well where it kind of just hugs the valley all the way around.
Swanky.
Yes.
I might go to manual on this thing. Oh, wow, look at the town down there. Wow, amazing. Oh, right. Okay, this is an interesting airport to get to.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Oh, it's this one.
I take it you gotta come from the other direction then. Not the direction we're coming in.
Yeah, I think that's...
Well, you can.
I mean, you
this,
can try,
yeah,
but
you
it's
just
gonna
bring
be
round.
tight.
It's just a tight turn.
Look at that road
Let me
on the
do
side of a
this
cliff.
now.
Yeah, let me write that road.
Oh, wow.
Which way are we going?
It's like Innsbruck.
It is.
I don't think it really matters which direction you come in, because there's kind of a hill in the other direction as well.
Yeah. Which way are you trying, lads?
I think I'm going to come in, would it be runway 9?
It's the opposite direction to where we're heading at the moment, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're heading 27 direction-ish at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I'm doing a downwind leg. Downwind
Look
leg,
at the road.
left-hander. Oh, the road's
road?
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
That's
cruise
right,
ship
that's
down
what
there.
he was looking
Oh,
at.
cool. It's a cruise ship. That's neat.
The trawler am I it? Oh no, there it is.
That'd be something if you could take a cruise ship here.
You probably can.
Oh, there's one in the scenery.
Yeah.
So I think the trick is to fly directly at that peak and turn before.
Yeah. Yeah, hug the terrain. Oh Christ, my voice is going. Hug the terrain and keep it low.
Will do.
Shut up.
I know. He's terrible, isn't he? He laughs at everything. And you think, oh, I'm starting. And by the end of it, we're all going to need therapy because we're feeling self-conscious.
Yeah, it's really cool when you go low here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is awesome scenery. Like, really, really neat.
Yeah. That's why I chose it as our destination.
Oh, it's a brilliant choice. Thank you so much.
No,
Absolutely.
I'm
This is
about
actually
5 miles up.
arguably, this is probably some of the best I've ever seen in Flight Simulator.
Yeah, they've done
so
this one
far.
up. You're down.
Flaps down. Yes. Buttering.
Come on, Nick. We're watching.
Yeah. Are you?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Nice and bit late.
Shh.
Lap 3.
Oh, wow.
That is a big cliff face. That's very
It's
high.
massive.
Oh man. Wow. Cammy says this is a nice part of the world. Very much so. Definitely on my
Russia.
bucket list of places to go now, I think.
Where's the apron?
Behind us.
I think it's... Is it on the
Maybe.
the west side of the runway?
So we need to do U-turn?
Yeah, we need to backtrack and take the left, or take a left
Oh,
turn.
I see it.
Get my directions confused.
Very good. That was awesome. Really neat.
Yeah.
Good fight. Thank you very much, Kevin.
No worries.
Right, we're all heading back.
Grand up. Give me a minute while I get speed up.
I don't need the autopilot button. There you go.
Can finally have a drink.
That's it. I'm thirsty just for water.
Yeah, I have a bottle of Coke here next to me.
Lost to ocean's gentle hand. Through the sunrise I will thrive. Getting out alive. Getting out alive.
Oh, there's Mongo.
Yeah.
When you find that open door.
Very nice.
Nicely done.
You gotta let them love you more. Tender hearts will always fight the darkness of the light.
Oh, beautiful control tower in the background as well.
Yeah, stunning. Bit of a ramp.
A little bit.
When you find that open door, you gotta let them love you more.
Very nice.
Tender hearts will always fight the darkness of the light.
Now, there's the tricky bit.
The darkness of the light. The darkness of the light. The darkness of the light.
Alright, so we can... I can't move the drone camera at all. Very strange.
What's that? Can you move the exterior camera?
What's that?
Can you move the exterior? Like if you go outside, kind of into that. Like you know, if you could press the button to go outside. If you go into that view, can you move it around?
I'm not quite following what you're telling me to do.
So I'm not sure how you have it set up, but if I press the button on my yoke, I can kind of go outside and move around with a hat switch on my thing.
I can do that with the... But it's not the drone view per se.
Yeah, but
I
move that
might-
around.
Might just have to make do with that though.
Yeah, so that'll do. We're all kind of gathering up.
Here goes Roden.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Works for me. Right.
Rooting for the three, and so if we hang on for him.
That's it. I just love that control tower. Looks very neat. It's very
Yeah, it's cool.
modern but small, but interesting. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, okay, that's us. I think we're good to go. Kevin, once again, thank you. Fantastic,
Thank you.
fantastic flight. Really enjoyed that, and I think I don't want to be presumptuous, but I think that's one of the most enjoyable streams we've done so far. It was really, really good, good route and very fun. Lots of jokes tonight, lots of humor, lots of really fun stories. Mongo, I don't know if you're still with us.
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh.
right behind
You
you.
are there. Oh, right. We were. we
Yeah.
lost you at voice. Mongo, fantastic to have you on. Last chance. Let everyone know how to listen to you and when to listen on SkyBlueRadio.
I appreciate that. Be Wednesday nights. Mongo's Music Machine. 000 Zulu to 0200 Zulu.
Brilliant. And you can check Mongo and all of the other DJs, including myself, should be returning on Sunday, on skyblueradio.com. There is a link at the bottom of the show description. Go check us out. And it's a fantastic
And we have
radio station.
podcasts that can be listened to of past shows.
Absolutely, we do. Tons of stuff on there, news content as well, podcasts, all sorts of crazy people saying crazy things. And of course, we are big shout out to Big T Tasler, who has our first German-speaking radio show right here on Sky Blue Music. Oh, right here. Right there on Sky Blue. Right here in Positive Rate. And on the other hand, we've got a fantastic team. Nick, thanks for coming along tonight. So great to have you as usual.
No problem. Glad I could finally make it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's a relief.
Shark Kitty, some fantastic formation flying again tonight, and thank you for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
And Kevin, if it not for the flight plan, it's for the banter. Thank you for coming along tonight, folks.
Thanks for having me.
And that's a good night for me. We wish you all the best and have a pleasant evening. And we'll see you next time right here on Positive Rate. The next show is coming out. Nick, do remind us, what are we doing next on Positive Rate next Thursday?
No. 2 seconds.
Oh, I got you.
Put me on the spot. We are going. Jets. It is Jets time next week.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to Castlegar. Pronounce that
Oh,
correctly?
Castlegar, right? Yes. So this
Yes.
is a registered airport in the dangerous airport database. It's in British Columbia in Canada, and we're going to do some jet flying around it. Why not? Lots of hills, lots of mountains, lots of valleys. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for reminding me. I could not for the life of me remember what we were going to do. And on that note, Mongo, thank you for joining us tonight. Have a good night.
No problem.
Nick, good night to you.
Good night.
Good night to you, Shark Kitty.
Good night.
And good night to you, Kevin.
Good night.
And that's a good night from me. Wish you all the best. See you next week, folks. Take care.